Hey everyone, welcome to my video where I'm going to review and show you guys my 2008 Ford Mustang V6 Deluxe. The car's in great shape, currently have it up for sale. So let's take a quick look at it and see what we got. Got the front of the car here. Headlights are smoked and they also have halo rings around them. Show you that when I turn them on. Also, we got smoke turn signals in the front here. Grill. Hood. This car runs amazing. Good shape. I'm trying to make this video before the sun goes down completely all the way here. Got a 4.0 badge that I added. Looks really, really good all around. The only thing that is worth mentioning is it does have its normal scratches. You might see some on the roof up here. It's got a few little small dents, nothing major. Probably the worst is, it's got a couple rock chips here and there. By the way, I do have 2 keys, not rubbed off or anything as well. A little rock chip there. You can see it's got a little some right here too. So yeah, paint's not perfect. The car's got 82,000 miles, but it runs great, sounds great. If you come to the back here, you'll notice it's dual exhaust. These Mustangs, these V6 Mustangs in 2008 did not come with a dual exhaust. I added this myself. It's the Pipes True Dual Exhaust System from AmericanMuscle.com. And the exhaust sounds really good. It's not obnoxiously loud, but it definitely is louder than the stock exhaust, and you're going to hear it. I'll start up the car for you. You can get a sample of what that sounds like. We also got sequential tail lights that also was not standard in 2008. That's added. I believe this is smoked. There was a previous owner before me, and I'm pretty sure this third tail light here is smoked, but could be wrong on that. Wheels are in nice shape. Tires got plenty of tread left. You don't need to replace those anytime soon. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and take a peek at the interior. It's got cloth seats, manually adjustable. We also got the WeatherTech floor mats. Those are a nice upgrade, especially if you want to drive in the winter in this car or in rain. Helps keep the interior of the car protected. Automatic transmission, 5-speed with overdrive. Get in. Shut the door here. So yeah, our tachometer goes up to 7,000 RPM, speedometer goes up to 120. Like I said, car has 82,000 miles on it. Nice upgrade we got. We got the Pioneer AVIC 5200X. If you've never seen this before, it's handy. It's GPS, radio. Sounds really good. Obviously you can adjust the EQ and stuff on it. Holds 1 disc only. It's not a multi-disc changer, but works really well. I'll show you that as soon as we turn the car on. Cup holders here, and there's actually an insert that makes the bigger one a little bit deeper, and there you go, you can see it. Here's the insert, comes with that. Just put it back in. Standard climate controls, typical for a Mustang. Our rear view mirror up here is manually dimmable via that tab. There's our antenna bands for the Pioneer system. This is for Sirius if you have a subscription to that, and then this is our GPS antenna. Pretty convenient spots. They work well there. Never had any interference issues whatsoever. Visors work pretty well. Nothing wrong there. Same with this one. Another thing to note about these cars is they were subject to that Takata airbag inflator recall. This car has had all of its airbags fixed, so the driver's side airbag inflator has been adjusted and taken care of, and so has the passenger side. So that was an all-day process, so if you get this car, you won't have to worry about that whatsoever. Had that taken care of. That being said, let's go ahead and start it up. Take our key. Chime at you, all the lights come on, no issues there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. There you go, 82,012 miles. And start it up. Starts up, no issues. The warnings all go off. I got the parking brake on and my seat belt's obviously not on, so that's why those lights are on. Horn works good. Lights here, doesn't have any fog lights, but it's got you know, standard mid setting and all the way on. Additionally, I installed some footwell lights down here. How that works is when you put on the headlights, you have a little switch down here, and they're very dim, so they're not distracting. There's a little switch down here that allows you to switch through the colors. It's right down here. I don't know how well you can see that. It's kind of dark down there right now, but it's down there. You can cycle between red, blue, and green. Right down here, or off. So if you put the headlights on, you can also hit this button and switch them off all the way. And then when you turn the headlights off, they go off with the headlights. So that's kind of nice. Got the power windows. Go up all the way like that. And down automatically, both automatic. And here is that Pioneer AVIC that I was telling you about. So we got our home screen here. If we hit this arrow, we can look at all the different audio options we have. We've got radio, Bluetooth, Sirius, auxiliary. Not sure what that setting does. I think it's for something about the rear speakers. I never really fidget with that though. Or turn the audio off altogether, or you can turn the whole system off. Should also mention it's Bluetooth phone integrated, hands-free. Here's your microphone right up here. Don't have to hold the phone while you're driving, because obviously that's not safe. Got the date on here, the time, settings. Our EQ settings, if we had something playing, would be right here. This blue button allows us to make our phone calls and look in our phone book. I don't have a phone connected right now, so you can't see anything there, but the phone does connect Bluetooth, as I said. The background is changeable. This one I thought it was pretty cool. It's got like this sparkling, I don't know, I guess lava look or something. You can change it if the movement distracts you. There's a bunch of static ones as well, but honestly this thing is so far away from the windshield it never really bothered me. We hit map, we can look at our GPS. Takes it a second to initialize upon startup, but once we get up, there we are. This is really cool. So you can plug in addresses, obviously, and then what it also does is when you're driving is for most streets it knows the speed limit and it'll tell you what your speed is and if you're exceeding the speed limit or not. So if you can't find a speed limit sign, this thing will usually know. I'm gonna put the windows back down because it's hot. Volume buttons right here, as you can see. Map mode takes you back to that audio screen I was showing you. Track buttons, obviously, and then this is like the home screen. It's also compatible with Apple CarPlay if you like using that. So, and you can play DVDs on it, but it doesn't show the picture while you're driving, obviously, but you can play the audio if you ever cared to do that while you're driving. It does have some apps that are compatible with it. I never really mess with that. I just use the GPS and the music functions and the Bluetooth, of course. A couple other buttons worth mentioning. Up here we got our traction control system, and how this works. It's on by default, but you can turn it off, and what this does is if it detects wheel slippage in the rear, it'll automatically kind of adjust the power on the rear wheels to allow them to regain traction, kind of like ABS a little bit, except for the accelerator pedal, basically. Hazards and our passenger airbag off light. If somebody that's too small sitting in the front seat, it'll shut the passenger airbag off. Got our vents up here, obviously, decent, standard. The wipers on this car, you push down to go once, up is intermittent, up twice is steady, and then up 3 times as fast. If you go intermittent, you can select the intermittence with this. 5 is pretty frequently, and 1 is very infrequently. So if you put it on 5, it's gonna go intermittently, but almost no wait time, basically, in between. So it's that over there. And let's take a look at the center console. It is worth mentioning that it is cracked right here. Doesn't affect the functionality of it. It still opens and closes just fine, but it does have that little crack there. But in here, we got our coin holders. We got an aux in right in there, and then we also have our 12-volt power outlet. The radio system, the AVIC, has these cords coming out. It's got a USB adapter, so if you want to charge your phone, we got that, or it's got that, so hooray, hooray. And also another aux in right here. And it's got some carpeting under there. There's the screws that hold it all in. And yeah, pretty self-explanatory there. So that's basically the front. I'll show you the glove box in a minute, but let's get out and look at the back seat. One more thing, here's your mirror adjustments right here. You can adjust your mirrors, power mirrors. Doors are not too heavy, pretty easy to open. Like I said, both windows automatic. Now to get in the back seat, there's actually, you can use the lever on the side of the seat, or there's a pull and release lever right here. Back seats are in perfect condition, never really used them. Also, what's cool about the coupe and the convertibles, obviously don't have this but you can, there's a little pull tab here, and you can actually pull these seats down and get extended trunk space, so that's always handy. I got a little chair back there and my for sale sign that's on there, but we'll look at the trunk in a second. But yeah, that's there too if you ever need it, which is cool. Put the seat back up, you just pull this, locks right into place. And let's take a quick look at the passenger side. This will be a quick look because it's pretty identical, but we'll sit here anyway. Comfy, good, pretty standard as you expect. Nice thing about this car for both the driver and the passengers, you have a lot of front leg room. I mean, if you like to lay your legs out when you drive, this car is perfect for that. Glove compartment. You got our original owner's manual and booklet in here, all the service manuals and whatnot. Look that up really quick for you. Just take a look so you can see. So there's our owner's manual, and behind it we have our warranty guide, which obviously the warranty for this vehicle is up. Scheduled maintenance guide, with all the info you need in there, and there's also a quick reference guide right here. So that'll just teach you the basics of the car, get you up and running. But yep, that's the glove box. So now let's take a look at the trunk. To open the trunk, you can either use the key right there, or there's a button on the key fob, keyless remote, trunk release. Pops it up. The trunk. This car's got pretty decent trunk space for a muscle car. And if you'll notice, yes, there actually is. This is the screw from the spare tire. It punctured through the carpet, unfortunately. Still holds everything nice and tight, but it did push through there. There's actually supposed to be a cap on the top of this, but when I bought the car, the cap was missing. So unfortunately, and it was already like this when I bought it. I didn't even do that to it, but other than that, yeah, the trunk works great. Nice and spacious in here. You can fit golf clubs easily if that's your thing. I know that's a wonder for a lot of people. Can you fit golf clubs in it? Yes, you can. I've fit 2 sets in here before going golfing. And then looking down here, we can pull the carpet, and we got our spare tire, lug wrench, jacks underneath there. It's all right there for you. And that is the trunk. So now I'm going to start it up for you so you can hear those pipes mufflers in action. Here we go. And last thing I'll show you, most importantly, we will pop that hood. So let's take a look. And here we are. 4-liter V6. Runs great. Got a K&N cold air intake on here. To give it a bump in horsepower. This engine's got 210 stock horsepower to the crank. But with the exhaust and with this, it should add a couple. Coolant reservoir. Belt doesn't squeak or anything. No issues there. Runs nice and solid. Our battery's real strong. Starts up. Never died on me. And everything is running and sounding great. Excellent. Here's those sequentials I was telling you about. As you can see, they look really cool. Lights up in sequence like that. They work when you have your turn signals or your hazards on. Obviously I have the hazards on right now, and make a nice touch for this car. Well, with that being said, we'll shut it down, step outside. That, folks, is the 2008 Ford Mustang D6 Deluxe. Great car, affordable price, excellent shape. You won't go wrong with this thing. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Reach out to me. Got this car posted on numerous sites. I'll have links to all of them down in the description. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something about this car and are more confident in your purchasing decision.